Hi, I'm Ivan. This is the Garage Audit, and today we're in a very, very special place. You may recognize the name on the wall behind me. Yes, Rad Garage. We're in Calgary, Alberta, and we're going to be meeting with Rick. We're in his garage. It's a little cold outside to be doing the intro, so let's turn around and meet the man himself. How are you doing, Rick?
I'm doing good.
Excellent.
Good to see you, Ivan.
Likewise.
Thanks for coming. Thank you, Sylvie, for coming. Welcome, everyone, to Rad Garage.
Thank you. So first impressions, it's actually bigger than it looks when in his videos, which is odd. Normally it's the other way around, but it's much wider than what you represent in your videos. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. It does get tight sometimes, depending on the
Lengthwise,
vehicle.
it's a little short, yeah.
Length is a little,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 24 by 24, roughly, with a little bump out.
You got it.
Okay. And Rick is immensely organized, and we're going to feature that here. There's a lot of things that he's done that they're not, you don't need to have a wild budget to do this. He just does everything neatly, well, and there's always little details everywhere that you spot here and there. So keep an eye on the screen. You're going to see some details. We may not talk about them, but they're there. Where would you like to start?
That's a great question. You know what? I think this wall, as I was talking to you earlier, this is the wall inspired by a really cool restaurant I went to as a kid.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of good memories on it. And it sort of adds the character to the garage. So
yeah.
You can see I've got all kinds of artwork I've collected. I've got photos. I'm into decals.
Yes.
Or decals, as I call them here in Calgary.
Stickers.
So yeah, stickers. So yeah, this is my fun wall.
Yeah.
And also it's a lot of storage actually.
Now, this is one that we don't see often on your channel though,
Yeah.
this wall. Because we have this point of view a lot,
Yeah.
but we don't have this point of view. So you have your bicycles hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah.
And that's about the only household thing in this garage, or family-oriented thing in the garage.
Yeah.
The rest is very much a detailing space. So we can start in this corner and then work our way around.
Sure. Yeah. So this is my big rolling Craftsman. I had this since I moved in 2010.
Yeah.
And I don't have a collection of elite tools. All of these tools are things that I was collecting before I, got into this influencer YouTube thing.
Right.
So very pedestrian tools, but I have them sort of displayed in this Kaizen foam. So that was one of my projects that kept me busy during the pandemic. Was,
okay, beautiful.
Dialing in my
everything. Now, I'd like to point something out here for our friends in the U.S. You said you don't have high luxury things. A Mastercraft tape measure. So the Canadians can comment below. But yes.
I love Canadian Tire.
Yes.
I do. I love hate. Mostly love.
Yeah. No, Canadian Tire, it's a rite of passage for Canadian males, basically. But people that are into cars, we still get the flyer every week. So there's a Canadian Tire flyer that comes on Thursdays. The sale starts Friday. It comes on Thursdays. And some weeks it's like 30 pages thick. Some weeks it's just like 3 pages. It changes every week. Yeah. But there's always the tool section and the car chemical section, and the tires are on sale, or this is on sale, and
amazing sales actually.
Yeah.
I was there last night actually.
Okay.
And I had to resist a few things. So every drawer has a purpose, and some of my drawers are actually empty because I want to have space for things that I haven't yet.
For growth.
Yeah, I want to be able to grow. So this top drawer is more just for the garage itself.
Yes.
Mounting tools and things like that.
Yeah.
I hate tackling a little project and not having the thing I need.
Yes.
As much as I like going to Canadian Tire, not in the middle of a project.
No,
so
exactly.
I keep a lot of that stuff. Who carries their summer mats in a... This is the carpet
Perfect.
mats.
Yeah.
I use those for the 1 month of summer.
Yes. Oh, Calgary, come on, you get 5 weeks.
Speaking of Canadian Tire, the drill bit set. I don't like packed. This is all my...
the camera gear?
Yeah, that's for...
Excellent.
Without that, you're not going to see any Rad Garage videos. Some important stuff there. And just a few main tools.
Yeah.
Other things like... So...
Excellent.
Yeah, and I won't go... we don't need to go through every drawer, but knowing where things are is important to me. It's one of the things I picked up from my dad was he always had an organized workspace.
Good.
Yeah. Didn't get as much accomplished as I get accomplished. Sorry, Dad, that's true. But you did always teach me to keep your workspace clean.
Yeah.
And then finally, we're getting to some detailing stuff. So
Good.
I have various zones.
Yeah.
This is my all-purpose cleaner kind of zone.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots of different brands represented here. It's sort of the products that you only have one or two of.
Right.
Whereas you'll see in a second, I have a lot of tire dressings.
Yeah.
So I have a whole cabinet dedicated to just that.
Right.
But this is more the miscellaneous,
yeah,
if you will. Okay.
very good.
Got my pop fridge.
All right, yeah,
It's a little bit depleted somewhat.
yeah. So the soda pop.
Soda pop.
Yeah, depends where you're from.
Exactly.
It
Very
varies.
regional.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I call it pop. Yeah,
Yes,
always call
good.
it pop.
Yeah.
All right, should we take a look at these cabinets?
Go ahead.
All right, so for each of my 7 Craftsman hanging cabinets, I have product in the bottom and towels on top.
Right.
They don't necessarily coincide, but
Okay.
I just kind of like having a
Yeah.
variety. So these are my wheel and tire cleaners with some plush towels. And then this one is tire dressings and
Yeah.
coatings and more towels.
Good.
And so my applicators.
Yeah.
I like these little plastic bins. I'm a sucker for storage bins.
Yes.
That's my favorite aisle at most home stores.
Mhm.
I get so excited.
So you drive Audis,
I
obviously.
have one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is that the dream Audi or
It
the
sure is.
aspirational one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, if I lived anywhere else but this city, I would really look at trying to find a way to get one.
It's 4-wheel drive. We had a customer that winter drove his. Snow tires and the whole thing.
Well, God bless him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could handle one rock
Yeah.
hitting the windshield or hood of my R8, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was a gift from one of my students who knows me obviously quite
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, I am a middle school teacher,
Yes.
grade 7. Right. Oh, these are from Canadian Tire.
Yes, the miniature toolbox.
Oh.
Yes.
I love these. They're available in all kinds of little colors. You got to do the left one first and then the right one. Okay, that's okay. There we go.
Okay.
So, Mastercraft.
Yes.
So I have my remotes for my TV and
Yeah.
audio, and I've got my little detailing brushes here.
Your miniature brushes.
For years, I was trying to find the right spot for these little
Yeah.
brushes, and now they're right there, handy,
Perfect.
but also hidden.
Yeah, and we'll see in a moment. He has a predilection for brushes.
I like brushes.
Yes.
What do I got here? I've got a headlamp, and I bought this for action. It's an action
Yeah.
by DJI. So, and then I've got a second one over here.
Yeah.
Because you have to have symmetry.
Yeah, it has to match.
Has to match.
Yeah.
I have a few other little miscellaneous tools, like that's the remote for one of my tripod lights.
Yeah.
And then I've got different keys for different occasions and a little kit to get when you're leveling the paint when you're doing
Yes.
touch-up.
Yeah.
And then I've got a few
Next
light
lights.
things in there. Yeah.
Next LED, sorry.
So those little guys,
Yeah.
actually very important for my flow.
Yeah.
Those are my kind of go-to items.
Good.
The
The snap-on stool. So.
got that at Costco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was
So
like,
you didn't have the snap-on truck pull up in front of Rick's
as much
garage?
as I would have liked
Yeah,
to meet the
yeah.
Snap-on guy, I'm glad I never have.
Yeah. No.
I've heard people can go bankrupt.
It's an expensive. Yeah. It's an expensive visit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a Costco pickup.
Okay.
Now, a lot of guests to my garage would think that's a garbage can, and really, they wouldn't be wrong.
That's
But
laundry.
This is laundry.
Yes.
You know. Yeah. So that's where I put my soiled microfibers. And then I've got a 5-drawer bench here.
Yeah.
And you can see for
Carpeted.
years, I put industrial carpet on top. Just helps with dust.
Yeah.
I don't know. And also, I think for sound.
Yes.
And I don't do dirty work in here.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I don't do woodworking or anything.
No.
So this has really been great.
Yeah.
Warms the space up.
Good.
Yeah.
And like many internet detailers, you only clean cars.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
If your car's dirty, don't bring it to me.
No. They say the camera adds 10 pounds.
Yeah.
A camera also removes dirt from vehicles.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get frustrated sometimes when I have a pretty dirty car in here.
Yeah.
And I do my 25 shots. And then when I'm on my computer, I'm like, it doesn't even look dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
So got to do a lot of close-ups.
Know where you are. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a combination of tools.
Yeah.
Again, I went with the foam, and I've got my drivers and things all
Good.
laid out there. More
Yeah.
sockets. But now we can get back into some detailing. So this sort of my smaller pads.
Yeah, smaller pads, small
tools.
machines. Yeah.
Yeah, got those all in there. Bigger pads. Bit of a sucker for pads.
Yes.
Like I have boxes of pads that are somewhat used, some never used, some used to death. And then down here, I recently did, these are sort of miscellaneous things.
Yeah, steel wool, cleaning cubes. Yeah.
And again, everything in a little bin that's see-through.
Yes.
I just can't rummage through. It's really frustrating when you're looking for that one thing and you forgot where you put it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4-drawer here. Every house needs a junk drawer. Mine's in the garage.
Right.
Yep.
Nice to see how the Calgary Flames there as
where's that? Oh yeah. So I love keychains.
Yes.
And I've never thrown away a keychain.
Okay.
So I have every keychain I ever had.
Yeah.
And these were when my son was little. So those have obviously sentimental value to me. But I'm in this drawer 10 times a day.
Yeah. Socket set.
Socket set. Yep, another Canadian. No, that's from Craftsman.
Yeah.
I've been looking for this epoxy sealer.
There you go.
All right. Well, I'm glad you came.
See, it wasn't classed in the right area.
It wasn't classed in the right area.
Yeah.
And then
miscellaneous cones, etc., tapes. Yeah.
You always need tape. Tape just in life, you know?
Yes. In detailing, no, but in life,
not so much in detailing. Yeah. Got my polishers.
Good.
The DIY Detail brand is being featured here under my fake Tag Heuer clock.
Okay.
That is really just a cheap clock with a Tag Heuer sticker. Perfect. Don't tell anyone.
We won't. No, don't tell anyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was saying, either these are my stickers, decals, or decals.
Now, one thing. You're a very organized person.
Mm-hmm.
I want to rip about 50% of these off of here.
Why is that?
They're crooked.
I know. And I'll tell you.
You started off well at the top and then it just sort of leans.
Then you're like, well, what do I do? Do I put this one even and then that out?
So eventually by the time you get to the bottom of the cabinet, they're upside down. 45-degree angle. Yeah. Okay. Very good.
I'm glad you noticed that. I'll have to redo that tonight after you leave.
Yeah. Oh, and we'll get B-roll of this, but above your cabinet, you've got previous iterations of your garage.
That's right.
So as it's changed over time.
Yeah, I'm very proud of the evolution of it. That's been the whole fun.
Yeah.
The whole impetus behind all of this was to keep me busy.
Yeah.
Keep me, engaged in something.
Yes.
I used to be big into sunglass collecting. And then, I grew out of that, and then the garage became my new collection.
Yes.
So, yeah, having different pictures from different eras. It's important to me.
Good.
And it's funny though, every era you're in, you're like, this is the era.
This is it, yeah.
And then things change and you look back and you're like, I really liked that era.
Yeah.
So I got to get over that. Like, you shouldn't cringe at your journey.
No, exactly. The journey is something to be respected. It's something that you've lived through, and it's something that you can learn from the past.
Yeah. It's funny though, I was into stripes for a while. When I first started, I liked taping off stripes, and I did a stripe. A red, black, red, and then that clock was in the middle.
Yeah.
And my friend came over, and in Canada, we really like taking the piss out of our friends. And he goes, oh, yeah, you got the Iraqi flag there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, dang. It did. So that used to be up here.
Yeah.
So I got rid of that motif, and we went with a more flat black.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let me show you my standing cabinet. This is, I love this cabinet. It's gone through a lot of different changes, and I've got different brands around the garage.
Yeah.
And then I've got different tools that just don't, need to be out.
Right.
But super important. And I've been really careful at not hoarding.
Yes.
Right? There's actually a lot of stuff in this garage.
Yeah.
It's all accessible and at the ready.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a bit of theme here. Again, kind of utility. I got a lot of coatings here.
Yeah. Good.
Spray seals. I got my, what do they call that? A respirator?
Yeah.
Aspirator? I don't know if it's... And then I've got more coatings and coating applicators, and then I've got my batteries. And then just lesser used things down there. I've got a steamer.
Yeah.
So every shelf is carpeted, and just like to keep it clean, but complete.
And the plate that every car in Calgary would love to wear at least once.
Yeah. Yeah, we're heading into that season, and the messages are starting to come in.
Yes.
When can I bring me when can I bring you my car, and
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have some nice rides in here this summer, getting the treatment.
Good.
Got a couple things stored down the side here.
Oh,
actually, just one tripod light.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
Just kind of handy, but also out of the way.
Yeah. For the time that you may actually do something taller than you have a little ladder here. So.
Well, we had a project here a little while ago. My friend's Hyundai Palisade came from Saskatchewan, and Sean's a big guy, but he still needed a step ladder. And this is not a good step ladder for detailing. It doesn't have grip.
Oh, okay.
So I need to
it slides around on the floor. Yeah.
All right.
The actual garbage can.
Yep. Can I tell you a quick story about this?
Yes.
So I work at a school, and I always liked this. If you've been in many schools in Canada, maybe even in the States,
I have no idea. Yeah.
You're going to see this brand Frost.
Right.
And there was a really great caretaker we had. He passed away. And I said, can you talk to your Frost guy and get me one of those for my garage? And he did.
Yeah.
But what he didn't do was bill me directly. He billed the school.
Okay.
And we had this lady who had been working at our school for 30 years, and she called me down to the office and said, Rick Fawcett, why did the caretaker buy this for you?
Yeah.
I was like, he shouldn't have. And I was like, I'm going to lose my job. It was my first year working at this school. So we had to do a second a billing, but this is a great stainless steel
it's
garage.
going to outlive you. So,
it is. Yeah. And honestly, that is the key to keeping a clean car.
Right.
Every time we pull in, it's there.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't have somewhere to put your garbage, it just compiles. Like, it seems simple.
It accumulates inside the car.
And it's in a nice, convenient spot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this guy, gets filled and emptied once a week.
Good.
Yep. And got the stairs up to the house. And then media wall, I recently took down some stuff. This was getting a bit like the character wall.
Yeah.
But I've got this really cool Geon lit display. So I needed to put that on the wall, and it gave me a chance to sort of darken the color here.
Good.
I like this corner.
Yeah.
And that's my infrared space ray.
Yeah.
I think it's 50,000 BTUs.
Okay.
And it warms this place. Well,
Yeah.
Like, it was cold when you came in. And
yes.
It warms not just the air, but it warms every item in the garage.
Right.
So heat's just radiating around the whole garage. Very comfortable. So you hear that little hum, and then it kicks in, and then
we used to heat our shop with these.
Yeah, I had it pointed down. I didn't know much.
Okay.
And I would be sitting here doing a project. I'd be roasting alive. And so I was like, "Hey, can we angle it?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, it's a good idea."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then so under the stairs, I've got a few things.
Yeah.
Got my compressor, subwoofer. I got my Lake Country pad washer 4000.
Good.
Love that thing. And I think I have a wheel stand down there as well, tucked away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the pressure washer outfit. Now, this is something that's recently modified here.
Yeah, it's gone through a few iterations.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sean Gallagher sent me one of Gully Garage shelf.
Yeah.
And I used to have this big one by Ken Bowes. It's like a chef kind of one. And it was like 16 by 24.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize what a waste of space it was causing me. So this is a compact shelf, high quality. I've got this high quality AR 630.
Now, what did you have before the AR 630?
I had the first version.
Okay.
Yeah, and before that, I had the stand-up machines you would get in your big box store. So that was really an evolution, was moving from one of those portable, 2,000 PSI, low volume machines to something more industrial.
Yeah.
That really, it just makes everything more fun and effective. Yeah. I go through foam cannons. I have a few more, but these are the ones I'm using at the moment.
Right.
Spray gun, and then all kinds of little attachments for the pressure washer and the compressor as well.
Yeah, good. And I noticed you have the undercarriage washer there, the ridge washer that we use it as well. It's great.
Yeah, used it a couple of times. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough though for me because you see the road conditions here.
Yes, yeah.
To go to that extent
and then drive it again
to get it dirty right away. But
come June when spring hits.
Okay, June?
Yeah. No.
Okay, hopefully.
Yeah, no.
Maybe May, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely use that this spring, and I got my wash buckets.
Excellent. And then there's a couple things that Rick has that we don't see too often in garages, and everyone should actually have, and that's these here. He's got a longer one, he's got a smaller one.
Oh.
But these are phenomenal. Basically, it's to hold your hatch or your trunk open, or your door open for that matter, at a certain angle. You've got an adjustable one, the bigger one, and you've got the smaller one here. Just makes polishing them so much easier. So
yeah, that's why it's out.
Yeah.
There's times where I forget I have a tool. And
Yes.
then halfway through the job, I'm like, I could have been doing it with this is a kamikaze door stopper 2.0. I'm like, wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of the impetus with having the tools that I regularly use visible.
And earlier I was mentioning his predilection for brushes. May I introduce the brushes? Yes, there's a few.
Yeah. I go into Carzilla regularly, and the first place I go is the brushes.
Right.
And I'm like, that's a good looking brush. And when Chris had his original shop,
yes,
he had sort of like an IKEA container, and I would be rummaging through, and that's where a lot of these have come from. And here, I learned this from my wife. She has a theory when it comes to shoes. The more shoes you have,
right,
the longer they last.
Of course.
Because you're spreading the use out. Well, I took that and applied it to brushes.
Perfect.
Some of these brushes are 10 years old and they've been used 4 times.
Yes. There's other ones to take their place.
Now, some will call that flawed logic, but that's my logic at least.
Well, it's like when something's on sale, it's not what you spent, it's what you saved. Well, same idea.
If you're losing money,
if you're not buying
that item on sale.
Exactly. Yeah.
So more cabinets.
Right.
So towels on top. This is spray sealants.
Yeah.
Some like super sealants. Some just really temporary.
Yeah. Detail sprays. Yeah.
Yeah. I love finishing a wash off with a spray. And getting in the door jambs. We're working our way into the interiors here.
Yeah.
And then over here, I think it was mostly glass and carpet.
Okay.
And then, those are all my drying towels. I have a hard time stacking drying towels in a uniform way.
It's annoying, isn't it?
It is. They're all different sizes, different thicknesses. So I'm at the point now where I just kind of jam them in.
And they're sort of hard to fold because they're
very thick.
Yeah.
You're getting the hang of it. You got it. I've had these guys for a long time. Painted these a long time ago because they came in a really drab gray.
Yeah.
These are my soaps.
Good.
And foams.
Yeah.
And then inside this cabinet is the pump for my quick jack.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. So good place to store it.
It's behind a couple automotive, like I've got some extra oil, windshield washer fluid.
Yeah.
That's more my garage specific liquids, not detailing. Yeah. And then each one of these comes with 2 drawers. So I've got quick jack accessories.
Yeah. Now, do you find you use your quick jacks a lot?
You know what? Not a lot.
Okay.
But man, are they necessary.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Tire Town or Cal Tire in 20 years.
Right.
And I think my life is better.
Because of that,
Because of that. So I do seasonal wheel swaps.
Yeah.
I'll do the occasional wheel off detail. So if I use them 3 or 4 times a year, I find it's still worth it.
So for us, we had scissor lifts in the shops.
Yeah.
And the employees use the scissor lifts more for interior detailing than anything else.
Interesting.
Lifting the car up 34, 38, 40 inches, now you're vacuuming up here instead of on your hands and knees beside the car vacuuming. And you can see under the seat. So just something to think about for the future.
Yeah, that's what you're the ideas, man. Electrical stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's non-garage related. That is the battery charger for my outdoor lawnmower.
Yeah.
So, not everything. Vacuum
accessories.
Yeah. I'm starting to develop a little bit of an obsession with those.
Okay.
I go to the vacuum cleaner accessory department of every big box store, and I want to buy.
Yeah.
So I think I'm good for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
The detailing cart?
Yeah, this one doesn't move much.
Okay.
But, because it is a small space, I don't really need a cart moving around.
Right.
But I will show you in a second that I do have this one ready to go. This is my quick and nimble one.
Yeah.
This is more of just a rolling storage unit. So I have the big brushes there, and lots of extra towels, and I've got some wash media in
Yeah.
that bin below.
Good.
Yeah.
And then the big boy
Yeah,
blower vac.
Recently, I was able to connect with the team at Big Boy. They were very excited to partner and have their, vacuum cleaner and blower featured here in the garage. So I was very happy.
How are you liking them?
Really good. Yeah. This is a dual wet dry.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to use wet in it. I have a $100 rigid that I'm going to abuse the crap out of.
Right.
With wet. The wet nastiness.
Yeah, no.
I don't need it ruining a great machine. So this is dry only right now.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's got 2 engines. It's 2 motors. And it just satisfies me visually.
Yeah, no, it's a nice combo there.
Yeah, so. And the blower's new. The hose is a little short if I need to go right across there around a vehicle.
Right.
So I'm learning to position vehicles just in the right way.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, it does come off the wall.
Yeah.
But I had a Metro Master Blaster, which has served me well for well over 10 years. I still have it. But I think I'm going to go with this for the interim.
Well, you could put the Master Blaster on the other side. And then...
If the Master Blaster looked as good on the wall as this one did, and I had more wall space,
it's just a black cylinder.
Yeah,
the Master
it is.
Blaster.
And mine's been pretty beat up.
Yeah, okay.
She's not looking as good as she did the day I bought her. Viper chair down there.
Yeah, Viper chair, dehumidifier.
Yeah.
And then here you've got something that I rarely see.
Yeah.
But I love it. So you've 4x8 sheet of aluminum.
Yep.
Or 5x10 or 4.
I think it's 4x8.
Yeah. But with the contour to go around the moldings and go over the foundation. Yeah. So when you're rinsing your mats, they can go into your drain.
Yeah. That was one of the first things I innovated.
Yes.
Was I talked to the guy who actually installed that heater, and I said, can you get me some industrial stainless steel?
Yeah.
So he got me this. What made me a little angry, though, is when he delivered it, it had scratches in it.
Yeah.
But I got to get over it. It's been 15 years, and I'm not over it.
You can polish that.
Yeah.
So if you want to finish it like a Cybertruck, you take a 3mm Orbit dual action sander and 600 grit sandpaper. That's how if you get a scratch in a Cybertruck.
Will that be really bright?
No. No, it'll look like brushed aluminum or brushed stainless. Or if you want to go old school DeLorean, you take a red Scotch-Brite pad and you go in straight lines.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be that I would spray mats on it.
Yes.
Because you do that at the car wash.
Yeah.
But I now spray on the ground.
Okay.
Like any normal person, and I hang dry.
Okay.
So this really is a drying or a vacuuming if I'm working on carpets.
Yeah, vacuuming is a good way of doing it. Yeah.
But yeah, when I first envisioned I was going to put a dirty mat on there and spray it, but in this space it just sort of messed things up.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of people inspired by this.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
And by a lot, I mean 4.
Okay.
People that
more 4 that have commented, but there are a lot of people who watch your channel. And if you haven't subscribed to Rick's channel, please do. Now's the time. There's a link down below. And also, when you watch his videos, the first day they come out, you can hype them and give them hype points. That shares the video with more people. It's even better than giving a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's good advice. Thank you for that. Polishes.
Yeah.
Way too many.
But I like that you get the small versions. Too many people get the big version. You don't go through that much of it.
Well, to your point.
Yeah.
Everyone has 105 and 205.
And that's 12 years old.
This was one of the first things I bought, and there's 2/3 of it left.
Yeah.
Now, that is the 205. I think the 105, I'm on my second bottle, but it's a good point.
Yeah.
You go with the smaller if you like it.
Yeah.
And you see that you're going to be using it often.
A lot of people, like I see you've got the gold standard hiding off in the corner there. A lot of people say, why don't you sell it in gallons? Well, you don't go through that much polish. And if you are,
you're using too much.
Yeah, there's something with with your technique that needs a bit of adjustment. So
the only reason, Ivan, this is hiding around the corner is because it's a tall bottle.
Right, I know. It doesn't fit the aesthetic. Yeah. Don't worry, I know who you are. And by the way, nice rack for the winter tires, up out of the way. or summer tires in this case, but yeah.
Having them stored in my own garage.
Yes.
A lot of my neighbors have them stored at the dealership.
At $60 a year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just not convenient.
No.
But they're not, they don't have the quick jack. They don't have the wherewithal to install them in the season. But having them there is
the day that you're guaranteed there's no more snow, the car's in here, the wheels are being washed.
Yeah.
Changed around. And then you have the time to clean the wheels.
Yes.
Bag them, dry them, put them away.
Well, and you've probably seen I remove every stone from my winters.
Yeah.
Takes like 4 days.
Yes.
We're about a month away from that again. That's an annual tradition.
Yeah,
ritual.
A tradition. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, shelving. I try to I like the aesthetic of walking into a store and seeing things displayed. I think my mom used to take us to the mall almost every day, and I just fell in love with stores.
Yes.
So this has got a combination of a garage plus also a retail space.
Right.
Which confuses some people because I do get messages asking, how much do you charge for that product? And I'm like, oh, no. I'm not a store. And I have to convince them that this is just a garage of a guy who thinks it's a store.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, some of my more preferred brands.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
And you've got the quiet LiftMaster, so the door stealthily goes up and down.
That was a huge upgrade.
Right.
The house did not come with that.
No.
We had, I can't remember what happened, but one of my springs broke.
Yeah.
And I met up with this guy, Mike from Triton Door Service, and he came in and we just got to know each other. And he's like, hey, have you ever thought of this? You ever thought of that? So it's so much quieter.
Yeah. And you don't have that bar in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. My dream would be to put up a cool industrial fan to keep
the big ass fans.
The big ass fans. But I haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Right.
And
because you already have the outlet there for it.
It's all ready to go.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's a big commitment. I just want to make sure I get the right fan.
Yeah. Well, in here, like a 4-foot would be a good.
Yeah.
Good
I don't need.
No, you don't need the
16 foot. Yeah, although that would look cool.
Yeah. Turn it on load, you've got a tornado.
I'm working on a car start to float.
Yeah. So, and you've got ceramic tile above there, which is interesting. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice way.
Yeah.
You do have natural light, so you can tell roughly what time of day it is.
Yeah,
because you probably get lost in time in here, don't you?
Although it does get dark at about 3:30 p.m. up here in Calgary, so in the winter it's dark outside.
Yeah, but in the summer it's light till midnight. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. Then you've got a ceramic wall again, and
I did all this tiling myself.
Yeah, excellent.
I was inspired by that 50s diner kind of vibe.
The subway tiles.
Subway tile, classic, never goes out of style. At one point this was just drywall with random things hung. I even had like rakes and shovels.
Okay.
And then I got into detailing more and more, and this became the feature wall.
Very good. Now the flooring, you've got the Swiss tracks or equivalent thereof.
It is Swiss tracks.
Okay.
Yep.
And then on the side, I see you've put other tiles.
Yeah, so that's Swiss tracks as well.
Okay.
So they call it vinyl tracks, and this is rib tracks.
Yeah.
This allows the water to have a place to go.
Right.
And I need that.
Yeah, well, I noticed your garage has a nice slope to it. Like there actually is a slope, and your drain is right here.
Yeah, so this
you've got a trench drain all the way across.
Yeah, I think it was during COVID that we dug out 6 feet.
Yeah.
And installed a trench. So all the water does flow this way, and then it gathers in a deep 30-gallon catch basin.
Okay, and then you've got a pump in there.
I used to have a pump. I sometimes just use a bucket.
Okay.
It's just, and I don't really need to evacuate it often because we're in such a dry environment.
Yeah.
A lot of that water evaporates, and I just take any kind of sludge out with a vac.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So it's a system that's worked really well.
So at the end of these videos, people expect me to give tips and tricks and stuff. One thing I would highly suggest for you, a little more lighting. Now I know you like it's a great aesthetic in here. But there are a few places you could add a couple lights that would make it so that you're not changing the aesthetic much. But when you're detailing, one of the ones that I recommend in a lot of videos, and you have the perfect setup here, is LED strip lights underneath here.
Yeah.
So like if you had one here, it would light up the rag garage, first of all. But this is always a dark spot when you're washing a car.
The darkest spot.
Yeah, because you've got the pot lights up there, but they don't do anything.
They don't hit From the side. So
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. There are companies that specialize in that. And I haven't been able to sort of find the right fit.
Okay.
But that would be good. I know there's some that once the garage door shuts,
they
turn on.
Yeah. Now, since you only have an 8-foot tall door, one thing you could do, I don't know if you have electrical. Yeah. Oh, you've got it right here, Rick. Come on.
Yep.
So you've got the electrical outlet here. If you had the light here with the right size cord, basically the cord goes up here, from here, goes up the side to the center of the curve, and then it comes back down to the light. So as the door goes up and down, it follows it. So that light could stay on even when the door is open. So, and that's one way that you're not plugging and unplugging, since you actually have the outlet right there.
Where else do you see the need?
I would put a light underneath one of these shelves, and same thing along here. So along this tube, since you have a nice stretch there.
Yeah.
Again, putting some light on the side of the vehicle.
So Quick Jack.
Yeah.
Sent me this guy, this light bar.
Okay. Yeah.
So similar to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And it's magnetic.
Right.
But I often get a bit lazy and just work in the dark.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of pulling it down and installing it.
Yeah.
And I do have some task lighting.
Yes.
Again, sometimes I get lazy, sometimes I don't. Plus, when I'm filming, having lots of things out can be, well, inconvenient and dangerous.
Right, it's in the way.
It's in the way.
Having lighting that's already established.
Yeah.
So having a light under here, and once again, you know, the LED strip lights do a great job.
Yeah.
The other area, again, under these cabinets. So a line under these cabinets. First of all, you'll get to highlight your brushes.
Would these be hardwired, or are you thinking these are like on a remote?
Well, you can do it any way you want.
Yeah.
But, if you've been in our bus, haven't you?
No.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Okay. So we have some 50-30 LED strips that are basically like a straight line. So like those that you have up there, that would be that type. But the 50-30s that we have are very, very tightly spaced, and they're a stick-on. So you could literally stick 1 or 2 lines under here. They're 12 volt, and do it that way.
Are they on a switch?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be great if I had a switch right here?
Yeah, exactly.
And it ran, yeah.
Yeah, and then same thing with your tool cabinet over here. One under here, but more importantly, one under here.
Yeah.
So having one full length under this, again, when you're working on the side of the car, it just gives you additional lighting. Yeah. And for filming as well, it gives you additional lighting.
Yeah, filming adds a complexity to it as well. Because sometimes if I overexpose the surface of a panel with light, the camera struggles to focus.
Right, you don't see anything,
Yeah, people don't know unless they do a video how lighting can be, it can be quite
very
tricky.
important. Now, your little remote cart there. Yeah. You use that, basically you'll load up what you need for the job and put it on that. So that's another one, and I'll be building a cart soon. I've been working on this for, having a nice cart for people. We have the ones in the DIY shop that you've seen, but putting lights on the cart. So what I'm wanting to do is
smart.
Little 12 volt battery and 12 volt LED strip lights that have 3 switches. So, or 4 switches in this case. So you could put one down here, one down there, one across there, and one across there. So as you're going around the vehicle, this is close to you, you've got your pad washer on it or whatever. Yeah. As you're polishing, you can actually have the lighting follow you around.
Yeah. No, that's smart. Yeah, lighting has evolved.
Yes.
This garage originally had one light bulb in the center of it. And then I added fluorescence, and then we got rid of the fluorescence, we went to LED. My brother-in-law put in the pots. But you're right. I really light up the top of a car well.
Yes. Yeah, that you've got done, yeah.
And recently we had a project in here where I had 2 people helping me, and they were both complaining that things were dark, so I told them to shut up and leave.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Just kidding.
So, before we leave Rick, let's ask him a few questions. First of all, if you don't know his channel, it is Rad Garage. Again, the link down below. Subscribe, watch his videos. He's been described as the Martin Scorsese of detailing. So
you've said that.
No, other people have said that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm not
cool.
the only one.
What a compliment.
Yes.
Thank you.
Or, you know, whatever great producer you want, this is your man. What got you into detailing?
Yeah, I think my perfectionist nature, there's certain hobbies that attract a guy like me.
Yes.
And detailers, I think, all share that that perfectionist, that need to make things as perfect as you can.
Yes.
And when I moved into this home, the garage was sort of an oasis.
Yes.
We had a young baby at the time, you know what I mean? It was my escape place. And it just sort of grew exponentially once I started seeing other people's detail setups.
Yes.
So there's a guy in England, I think it was Paul.
Paul Dalton?
Yes.
Yes.
I saw a video he did of his studio.
Yes.
And it just inspired me. I watched the video, went down here, and I started looking around. And so the desire to build a fun garage.
Yes.
And then what am I going to do in my garage? Well, I can't, I'm terrible with wrenches.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just
okay. You have them all.
I've always enjoyed cleaning cars.
Yes.
You know, like, but I wouldn't say detailing.
Mm-hmm.
But together, I think the garage and learning about what detailing really means and the products, it all just sort of fit.
Good.
And so here we are. You know,
what is it you love about detailing? If you could only do one aspect of detailing, what would it be?
Yeah, well, when someone drops off their car and goes away excited of what I'm going to do, that's when I just like go to town. I'm
Yes.
going to really like Dave's going to pick up his car and be blown away. And honestly, when I open the garage door and someone comes in and sees what I was able to do with the car that they've known for so many years, but have
Yes.
never seen it look like this,
Right.
to see that look on their face and then, you know, hear them ooh and ah, that's what I love.
Yeah, that's our paycheck.
And I feel for those that do this as a profession. Like this is just a hobby for me.
Yes.
Although you know, it looks like a professional level setup. It
Yes.
is a hobby.
Right.
And there was one time I did it for a friend of a friend of a friend. And he came in and he saw his beautiful car all done. And he was like, okay, thanks. How much do I owe you? And I was like, what? No hug?
Yeah.
No
tears. Yeah.
We're not going to sit there. He just kind of treated it like a transaction, you know?
Yes.
And that's not what it is for me.
Yeah.
It's really spoiling the car for someone who loves that car.
Yes.
I love that.
Good.
And you can fall in love with your car again.
Oh, definitely.
When you see it back, or even better than it was when you first purchased
a lot of people, they think my car has gone down, it's old, it's worn.
Yeah.
Then they get a pre-sale detail, which is what we did a lot in our shop, and then it's like, oh, I'm not selling
There's
this
no
car.
way I'm letting this go.
Right.
Yeah, I love that.
What is it that you don't like about detailing?
That's a good question. I tend to not do things I don't like. So let's say, what do I avoid? Oh, I really don't enjoy doing interior glass.
Okay.
I like doing the exterior glass.
Yeah.
But I'm getting older. As you can see, I'm not a small man.
Yeah.
And a lot of my friends bring me like cars.
Sports cars.
Sports. And doing the back window of a 911.
Yes.
I contort my body in ways I shouldn't.
Right.
So, and
How's
I know
your son?
he's my son. I love this guy.
Yes.
But his passion has nothing to do with automobiles.
No, but you could at least teach him how to clean interior windows.
I don't
make it a passion for him.
I'll try my best, because you know what? He's got smaller. Although he's as tall as me, he's half my weight. Yeah, I doing the interior glass on some vehicles, and in that third row in some vehicles.
Yes.
You think you're finished the interior, and you're like, oh yeah, but there's a third row, and you're like, oh God, and then you open, oh, it's another hour of vacuuming.
Yes.
So yeah, third row SUVs I don't like doing, and yeah, interior glass.
A tool that you've purchased that you regret or you never really used?
I loved the idea of tornadors.
Yes.
When they came out about 10 years ago.
Right.
And I jumped all in. I had the Tornador vacuum attachment. And honestly, I don't think I've used the Tornador, the cleaner one.
Yes.
Once. I did have the foamer.
Right.
It's like a dry foamer.
Yeah,
I did use that a little bit.
Yeah, it's great for engine bays.
It is. And it's good for, I thought, door jams and sometimes carpet cleaner.
Yes.
You know. But I think, yeah, just all the pneumatic stuff, I thought that would be really awesome. But like the compressor running loud, using it for 2 seconds,
Yeah.
spray,
Yeah.
and then it's around. So maybe those were the tools that I still have them.
Right.
My basement's almost my second garage.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you won't see it here.
Okay. And what's the one detailing tool that you wouldn't live without?
Well, I will say towels.
Okay.
I have a lot of towels, but
Yes.
I have a lot of like towels for different purposes.
Yes.
And it kind of makes me cringe when my friend Chris rolls in his BMW and he's like, "Hey, do you have a towel I can detail the interior with?" And I'm like, "What, like one towel for all the different?" And he's like, "Yeah, just give me one towel." And I'm like, I need you to leave."
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have quite a system in my mind and organized. I think microfiber towels are what make detailing rewarding for me.
Okay.
And I just think if I had to use just a terry cloth towel, like some people do,
Yes.
not detailers, but the average.
Well, when I started detailing, microfiber didn't exist.
Yeah, me too.
So
Me too.
we had cloth towels, we had Huck towels for windows. We had a whole variety of towels, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah,
The microfiber has really advanced our industry.
It really has. And that's a really a difficult question to answer because now I'm thinking my pressure washer.
Yeah, or your brush. Or
yeah,
the,
like,
yeah.
And honestly, I just think for me, it's incredible what a array of high quality microfibers has done to keep me inspired to keep working.
Excellent. With that, thanks for joining us in the House of Rags, and stay tuned for another garage audit. Who knows? It might be you.